Hey friends, good morning. Chef Rama here. Happy Wednesday, 11 o'clock. Every Wednesday I am here teaching you how to cook delicious plant-powered foods. My claim to fame is plant-powered in our PowerXL appliances. So you guys know about this baby, right? It's the PowerXL air fryer grill. And it does so much. Air fries, bakes, roasts, reheats, toast bread, roast I meant, toast. That was like a tongue twister. It does absolutely everything. And I think I said this last time because I think last episode I cooked with this. This is one appliance that is on my countertop at all times. I actually had a friend come over last night and she was like, so what do you do with this? Like, how come it's on your countertop? Because, you know, you're a chef and your countertop space is so precious. I'm like, honestly, she saw me reheat my dinner in this. I don't own a microwave. I reheat in here too. Just saying. Okay, let us say hi to everybody. David, how are you? Good morning. That looks like the machine I know rather than the knobs on the left. Oh, okay, good. Awesome. So every week I come up with a new recipe, and today is inspired by, you probably will guess it, Thanksgiving, okay? I'm going to show you, the PowerXL air fryer grill, and I are going to show you how to repurpose one of your favorite Thanksgiving sides, which is probably sweet potatoes. So a good sweet potato mash, okay? So let's say everybody came over, you have leftovers, you're kind of sick of eating the normal plate of turkey, green beans, sweet potato mash, mashed potatoes, stuffing, and you want to reinvent your leftovers so it's a whole new meal for your family next Friday. So we have sweet potato mash right here, okay? We are making sweet potato mash balls. So think about those Italian rice fritters that are made from leftover risotto. It's the same concept, but with sweet potato mash. I hope that makes sense, okay? So a couple of quick little tricks and tips before I actually demo the recipe right now. You wanna make sure your sweet potato mash is actually cold from the fridge. This is really important because I want the sweet potatoes to be nice and firm and not mushy or hot, if that makes sense, okay? So let's say you make yours with butter or cream, you top it off with marshmallows. You're going to use all that. You don't need to pick out the marshmallows. You don't need to worry about the butter and cream that you mash them with. Just your recipe of sweet potato mash, okay? We've got an egg, we've got some cheddar cheese, and we have some breadcrumbs. But remember last week's vegan stuffing with the bread? So let's say you have leftover cubes of bread, right? I'm going to show you mine actually. Give me 1 second. Let's say you have leftover cubes of bread, which I do, okay? So you do. All you want to do is crush these up and then you have breadcrumbs. Or you can use your store-bought breadcrumbs. And don't tell anybody, but you can probably also use your leftover stuffing with this. I would just have the stuffing dry out and not be so wet, if that makes sense. So if you want to take your stuffing and dry it out in the oven, you can. But again, you can use leftover bread cubes from your stuffing or just buy breadcrumbs. So that's easy. Nora says sweet potatoes are your staple. I can't wait to try this. That is awesome. By the way, you can also do this with your leftover mashed potatoes. Just saying. Sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, or hey, how about combo that? That would be amazing. So we're going to use the air fryer setting here. Again, this air fryer grill does absolutely everything, and for me, it's a savior when I reheat food. Okay, so here's my bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and add in all my sweet potato in there, my mash. Okay, I'm going to add in a pinch of nutmeg, which I did already, just because nutmeg and cheese, they actually go really well together. Some shredded cheddar cheese right there. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, just a little bit for that sweet and savory feel, and some black pepper. Now again, feel free to keep the marshmallows in here. It won't really change the flavor. It'll bring in the sweetness, it'll kind of bring out the sweetness from the sweet potatoes, but it won't ruin the flavor, so don't stress at all about that, okay? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna mix this all up really well. You could do this with your hands. You can do this with a spoon. And the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add an egg in here, okay? I just think that helps bind it. And now this really depends. I'm just gonna wash my hands. Hold on one second. So this really depends. If you feel like your sweet potatoes are really soft already, then don't add the tablespoon of milk. But if you feel like you added, I don't know, that your sweet potatoes were already really firm, you know, it depends on the type of potato, you can add your milk in, okay? So you want to mix this really well. I might get my hands in there, just saying. Okay, you want to mix this really well. I'm going to keep my plate here on the side. Okay, Michelle, good morning. Hi, Angela, how are you? We are making sweet potato mash balls with leftover sweet potato mash from Thanksgiving. So this is it. We've got the sweet potato mash, an egg, some cheddar cheese, a pinch of nutmeg, salt, and pepper. Mix this up. 2 tricks and tips if you just joined us. You want to make sure your sweet potato is cold from the fridge, and you can use leftover bread cubes from your stuffing and just crumble that up as well. Okay, so let's get this party started. I'm going to get a little messy, which is always fun. And have your kids involved in this process too, okay? So I'm just going to take a scoop of the potato with my hands right there. Drop it in my breadcrumbs that I put some parsley because I had some. If you don't, it's okay. If you have rosemary or thyme left over from Thanksgiving, put it in there, okay? That is it. I just toss them in the breadcrumbs. I kind of form them again in a ball. This is such an easy and fun recipe in the air fryer. Are you kidding me? It just cooks it to perfection right there. I'm gonna put that on a plate. And I'm going to make about 4 to 5. And in the meantime, I can chat with you while I'm doing this too. So I think that the air fryer personally is one of the best appliances out there right now because, you know, you would deep fry this, right? Or in a restaurant would deep fry this, and it's just so oily and greasy and fattening. You basically are using the air fryer and you're enjoying fried foods basically that have 70% less calories from fat. Okay, there we go. Look how good these look already. I'm gonna do one more and I'm gonna answer questions. Okay, no, I think we're good. No questions just yet, but remember, no question is a stupid question. So we get a little bit messy and that's no big deal here, but we're not wasting any food. It's easy cooking every day. So easy cooking means easy cooking on your wallet too, right? I didn't buy any sweet potatoes for this because I had this already from leftovers. I didn't buy any bread because I had that as leftovers too. And same thing with the herbs. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. Give me a second. I'm gonna wash my hands. Definitely wanna wash hands when you're dealing with raw eggs, okay? And then we are going to, I'm just gonna give a little closer look to this to show you how easy these are. Look at those. I mean, they look good and they're not even cooked yet. You're gonna air fry these at 400 degrees right there for 8 to 10 minutes. And I love this because you can actually set the amount of time that you want and it turns off on its own. Okay, so I'm gonna get a plate. I have so many plates. I'm gonna get a plate and I'm gonna show you what they look like. Okay, here they are. Look at that. They're not too hot. They are absolutely beautiful. I mean, you could seriously have a whole party Thanksgiving weekend again with your leftovers and just repurpose them. Look at them. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Sweet potato mash balls. You can spray them before you air fry them at 400 for 8 to 10 minutes or no cooking spray at all. It's all up to you because it won't need it. Okay, let me see. Nora, can you freeze these? Of course you can. Nora, I want to show you a quick trick. So a little chef tip again. Whenever you freeze anything, especially things like this, you want to place your sweet potato balls on a cookie sheet or plate or sheet tray, pop them in your freezer, have them stay there for about 30 minutes to 1 hour so they freeze really well, and then put them in a Ziploc bag. Does that make sense? just want to make sure you guys got that concept. So if you're freezing homemade dumplings, or if you're freezing popovers or freezing spring rolls, sweet potato mash balls, you want to place them on a plate or a cookie sheet, put them in the freezer for 30 minutes to 1 hour, wait till they are frozen, and then put them in a Ziploc bag. So then you have individual little appetizers, and you can bake them, air fry them, roast them, do whatever you need as you go. Okay, so that is something that people kind of forget. You would just put this in a Ziploc bag and put them in your freezer. They're gonna freeze and they're gonna stick together. So just saying, don't forget that tip. Okay, awesome. I'm glad you guys got that. That was really good. Does anyone have any questions? I want you to channel Chef Rama. Think of me next Friday when you wake up and you see all that sweet potato mash. You know what to do, and the recipe is going to be here like always on the PowerXL page and Wannabe Chef page, so you can even just print it out and keep it on your fridge so you don't forget. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I want you to have a beautiful week, and I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye.